Hi everyone, Kim Peremsky here with Agile Prowess, and I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about dessert. That's right, I have a big sweet tooth and I love all dessert, but if I had to choose, I would say cheesecake ranks pretty high up on my list of favorites. In particular, I really love my sister-in-law's recipe. And when I was thinking about her recipe, oddly enough, it got me thinking about Agile frameworks. The reason for that is because my sister-in-law's recipe is actually a conglomeration of several recipes. She was inspired by one recipe and the ingredients that were used for the crust. In another recipe, she liked those for the filling. And then there was a third recipe that she found, which was a really nice sour cream topping that just completed the whole cheesecake and made it really delectable. And in that same way, we can leverage elements of different frameworks that would provide value to us. So even if we're working within a team or an organization and they're using Scrum, or they are using Kanban, or they are using, SAFe, there are still elements of those different frameworks that might be very valuable for us. So I was thinking about SAFe and one of the elements within SAFe that I really like, and it's called the IP iteration. So a team would have a planning interval and they would have multiple sprints, and that very last sprint in that planning interval is what they call the IP iteration, which stands for innovation and planning. What I like about this is that it helps teams to live into Agile principle number 8, which is that Agile processes promote sustainable development. And it talks about the need to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. So even if you're working within Scrum and you're working in a 2-week sprint, that doesn't mean that the team is maintaining a constant pace. They might be working a lot of overtime. They might be really stressed out. And by having a pause in the form of this IP iteration where the team can stop what they're working on and focus on some other activities, it avoids burnout and it creates another way to engage the team in some valuable activities, but also give them a little bit of a break. And so when we talk about innovation and planning, it's this idea of continuous learning and continuous improvement. So maybe you're sponsoring a hackathon. Maybe you are exploring other ideas that you otherwise would not have been able to explore. Maybe you are doing some personal development or some group training. Maybe it's the team paying down some technical debt that has been building up. It's also an opportunity for team building in general, an opportunity to engage with customers in different ways and do more customer discovery. There's all kinds of opportunities of what we could do in that IP or iteration and planning interval. And so if you've not heard of the IP Sprint, I encourage you to read a little bit more about it and see if that is an opportunity for you and your teams to incorporate some more innovation and avoid some team burnout, increase some of that employee morale. If you do currently use IP sprints, I would be really interested to know the types of activities that your team engages in during the IP sprint. So I hope you found this helpful. And as always, I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.